Muy buenas, gente. Hoy estamos en otro capítulo de Batman, justo después de grabar el anterior, ya que no me pude aguantar las ganas y lo empecé a grabar. Si no vieron el capítulo anterior, les recomiendo que vayan a verlo, pero un resumen así rápido fue que nos estuvimos en un atraco, nos encontramos a Gatúbela, hubo golpes, hubo cortadas. La tipa nos robó el gancho, se escapó y estuvimos en una fiesta en la mansión Wayne con Harvey Dent para una campaña política. Y llegó un mafioso, el cual le negamos la mano, nos vio feo y pues hubo una discusión ahí medio rara. Dejo eso que estoy grabando y sí, espero que este video pueda ser largo porque lo grabé, estoy grabándolo antes de que lleguen mis papás. Y si llegan me va a quedar a medias. También, como dije antes, estoy tratando de jugarlo de la manera más realista posible. O sea, en el caso de que yo fuera un Bruce Wayne, ¿qué haría? En el caso de que yo fuera un Batman, ¿qué haría? Así que probablemente nos equivoquemos en muchas cosas. Episodio 1. No sé si voy a la mitad del episodio o apenas empezando.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen
Los
jeeps and
boletos.
battering rams to force their way in.
Son los de los padres, ¿verdad?
Entering incident up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Ahí fallaron los subtítulos, pero dijo de que todos los criminales fueron atrapados gracias a Batman. Uy, nos vamos a mover. Que todos los criminales fueron atrapados gracias a Batman, pero pues evidentemente se nos escapó la chica gato. La Catwoman o la Gatubela. Aquí a ver. Punto de datos, códice, pantalla principal. No, a ver, ¿qué nos podemos ver? Disco duro.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Informes de prensa, no. Puerto de datos, analizar disco.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree, it isn't normal work, even worse.
Uy, un momento. Una pausa rápida.
The best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Es un mapa. Ah, lo puedo mover, genial.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
A ver, había una parte azul oscura. Eso podría ser un almacén,
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. I would have been tempted to be far less polite. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah, thanks for the interruption.
Sí, la neta, sí.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
Ok, podemos ver. Informes de prensa, códice. Ay. Códice. Sí, este tipo estaba ahí. ¿Es el pingüino? Tráfico de armas, combate de boxeo ilegales. Amigo de la infancia, pero ahora en casa. Ahora.
Found her.
Crímenes, asalto, hurto menor. Una criminal en la escena relacionado con varios allanamientos. Es efectiva y no deja muchas pistas. Actualmente el DP... ¿Es una G? Sí. El DPGC no tiene pistas. Ojalá supiera más sobre ella. O sea que no sabemos nada sobre ella.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. The guy's exhausting.
Well, after the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted then. The media isn't good for anyone's health. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
I've had to cover for mysterious injuries before.
You've been lucky.
Or I'm just a really good liar.
A necessary evil in your line of work, I suppose. Though I hope you change careers someday. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
¿Qué es eso?
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Ay.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Es que no es casualidad.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he
Pero
was
siempre se
always
puede
trouble
crecer.
growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Pues vamos a hablar con ese tal Oswald alias el pingüino. No me da confianza. Esto a mí me da muy mala espina.
Where are you, Oz?
Este lugar está hecho porquería. Vamos a caminar. Los periódicos siempre es bueno verlos. Yo quería ver los grafitis. A ver, vagabundo, dar limos. Dale limosna, pobrecillo.
Thank you, sir.
Es que le miramos un barril en llamas. Es un barril en llamas. Uy. Aquí está nuestro amigo Oswald.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Espérate, pero ¿no había cargado una persona ahí? ¿O fue mi imaginación? Había una persona, ¿no? Ah. A ver, la estatua.
Watch wallet cash.
No, viejo.
This goes through you. Hey, you
No,
heard
viejo.
it, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
Go ahead. Try and take it.
The hell you say? End him.
Ay, ponte listo.
Gentlemen!
Oz?
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment!
Vaya.
That'll do!
Bien. Ah, la X.
Stay down!
Pasó de. Oh.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Ay. No le des otro. No era necesario, viejo.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that?
A ver, yo los provoqué.
Oh,
Pero.
hey, Bruce. You've got a little, There. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the
Para la
rubber
ayuda se
situation here.
agradece.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know, entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this.
Sí, la verdad es que está muy feo.
Used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it yourself, you did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
Ah, ya. Ya sé lo que quieres.
Huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life.
Vida,
Used to
exacto.
run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round the world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest.
Sí, lo de Falcone fue un asco, la
Made a
neta.
stack of cashing corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And
Pum.
it'd be a treat to watch him at pavement.
¿Un qué? No alcancé a leer.
Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no?
Demonios.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list.
No, eso no pinta
My
bien.
revolution starts. We're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I
No soy
said,
tu
it's
enemigo,
not gonna be
viejo.
pretty.
Yo
It's gonna be
quiero, mira,
beautiful.
puedo ayudarte,
I'm
pero
not your enemy, Oz.
It remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Ay, no.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Muchos almacenes. ¿Cómo se llaman estos? Thomas y Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital. Está el bueno de Harvey. Un carrazo.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce, Bruce!
Saluda.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane.
Pues hablamos con Alfred.
Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its
Ay, pero
security,
es que estamos en una
lacking.
prensa.
And the rate of death
Ahora no,
and suicide inside the asylum itself is truly terrifying. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in.
Enseguida, ok.
Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Ah, o sea, me tiras la bola a mí. Ay,
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was
pero no
9
elegí
years
esa
old,
opción porque no quería hablar de
I
eso,
was to see a
maldita sea.
movie about a hero in a mask. He was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Ok. Necesitamos un...
With this facility and our next mayor, we create a new face for Gotham.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Ay, es cosa del pasado.
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next?
Que yo quería escuchar eso, ¿por qué te lo saltaste?
My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home.
Ay, no.
You and Mr. Dent even spoke with him behind closed doors.
Puertas cerradas. Ay, 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 Falcone es un amigo.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas
¿Cómo?
Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
Puta, Sí.
I don't comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be filling your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
No, ¿cómo? Escúchame, todo mal, ¿eh? Nos están vaciando la
Hey,
casa.
careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
Se cometió un error.
There's gotta be a mistake.
That's what we're here to find out. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe you did.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
What I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are
¿Qué
extensive.
esperan de encontrar?
And what do you expect to find?
It's for our analysts back at the precinct to figure out. I can't comment.
Bueno.
It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
The DA is going to hear about this.
Unless Harvey becomes mayor, there's not much he can do. Can't smile this thing to death. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Pues no, que quebraron. Flashback, procede a flashback de Vietnam.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Los boleritos.
Bruce. Bruce. Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
No hay problema.
It's not a problem, really.
Bruce. First the mayor's office, now Wayne Manor. Gotham continues its streak of break-ins.
Yeah, really going for the record, huh?
Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need.
¿Qué propones?
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay, flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves.
Se va a sacarse los guardias porque él amenazó con...
I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball.
Pero es que el fiscal no quiere que quedemos, o sea que...
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list.
Es que también puede ser el alcalde, pero me suena más que puede ser Oz, porque es una fuente
This isn't my
desconocida.
first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record, right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild
Damos la
speculation.
cita.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
Será justicia, mi familia es inocente. Será justicia.
Whoever fabricated these lies about my family, they will get what they deserve. Understood?
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family... We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Es que mira, las dos son las dos miras, la de Hill, o sea, la del alcalde, y la de Oz. Y se me hace, o sea, todo pinta que va a ser Oz. Si no es Oz, va a sorprender un montón.
warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning? That press conference turned into a bloodbath.
Yeah, someone's coming after me.
Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my ass as it is.
Ok.
Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this, I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one. God damn
O
it.
sea, es que claro, o sea,
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
Then he's made two.
porque no creo que un tipo con su campaña publicitaria intentara sabotear a su compañero de campaña publicitaria, ¿sabes? Que lo está
Just to
ayudando.
tangle you up in some frivolous investigation?
Y menos cuando ni siquiera vamos por el poder.
I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than
No
a
vi,
few
pero es que me
cheap
gustaría
headlines?
averiguarlo.
That is exactly what I intend to find out.
Easy, Bruce. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us.
Mantén las
Jeopardize
distancias.
the entire
Uy.
campaign.
We need to fight back. Hill cannot get away with this.
It may not be a war we can win.
The city will be behind you, Harvey, just like I am.
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry, I got a habit of being late.
No manches, es esta
Glad you
gatúbela.
made it.
Ahí trae el golpazo en el exacto.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selena.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Just election nonsense.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle.
Suéltale la mano.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Sí.
Oh, right, sorry.
Selena's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of
Que
those
te trae por
double-decker
Gotham.
tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone.
¿Qué
I
perdiste?
should have called you a car.
Well, I sure hope whatever he took wasn't too valuable.
Actually, it was.
It's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
¿Qué es lo que
Just be
haces?
thankful you
Hay
got
que
away with
intentar
the black
sacarle la
eye.
información, ¿sabes? O sea,
So,
poco a
what do you do for a
poco.
living?
It's complicated. High risk, high reward.
¡Oh!
Something like that. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
Si nos dice de Batman, nos hacemos que no sabemos de qué va el cuento. Pero esa... Estás poniendo mirada a Bruce, estás poniendo mirada a... Que creo que yo también la pondría. Yo... Mira, justo se me paró el clip, pero yo si fuera Bruce Wayne en ese momento, estoy 100% seguro de que pondría la misma mirada. Vamos, pero porque me conozco.
Nice to meet the real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Fue por el ojo.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry.
Estoy bien.
I'm not gonna expose you. Yet.
No.
I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're... Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you... Why take the risk?
Tengo
I
mis
think you know enough
motivos.
already. The rest is my secret.
And here I was thinking we were starting to get somewhere. How disappointing. You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me. I'm used to robbing people, not the one being robbed.
Who hired you to break into the mayor's office?
My clients prefer to remain confidential. They don't know who I am, I don't know who they are.
But you know who I am.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
O sea,
Looks
te
like you
van a
made your
matar.
bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences. I don't like consequences. In fact, I spend most
No
of
me
my time
necesitas,
avoiding
o sea, te lo pudiste robar.
Can I help? You seem pretty capable of handling this yourself.
Oh, I intend to. Just give me back the drive and I'll be on my merry little way.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Ay, pausa rápida, ahorita vuelvo.